Yeah, it's like I love it. I really love it. He immediately is like, Armin, I know you're a traitor. You always do this shit. You clearly have changed side to the Marleys. So no. We're like, no, Marley, no. Last chapter. Jesus Christ, everyone. Last chapter. You know that Jean is my favorite character. Jean is best boy, best character. Jean has been my favorite character, right? For I don't know, 10 years. I don't know. Jean is always my favorite character. I always loved Jean since I started reading and watched the episode. Jean's always my favorite character, right? And last chapter was a freaking Jean chapter. I was like, that's his best chapter ever. And I hate Reiner. Always hate Reiner. That was so good. So I am really hyped. I mean, I'm really hyped. Extra hyped than I usually am like that, because yeah, that was such a good. That was that chapter when Jean got to be. And again, as I said last month, then I really hope Jean is gonna kill the freaking Jaegerists, right? I really hope this chapter now we're gonna get in here and he's gonna freaking get some revenge, right? And kill these damn Jaegerists. And I see the first page here. It's like Hanja, they're like spying on some Jaegerist, I guess port or some kind of docks or whatever. And I hope they kill them all, right? I really hope they kill them all. And I said it last week, right? I think I hate Floch more than Gabby now. Like, Floch is such a despicable character. At least Gabby has like a character development arc where she's like learning her issues and trying to be better, right? Floch is still like a douchebag. He's just gonna keep a freaking douchebag. But sure, I hate Gabby more in the beginning because she's just a damn massive character. I thought about it as every damn chapter, right? But Gabby probably hers she's just an anti-plot armor, and such a object more than a character. Like I don't think I'm writing right because she's just an object character. She's like, who should kill this character? This character. So I called it was a kill Sasa like months ahead, right? Because it's so obvious. And who's gonna shoot Aaron? Oh, it's Gabby, right? So yes, Gabby is right, but Floch has the same thing. I think they actually have kind of the same despicable writing issue. They're both very plot device characters. Floch keeps doing stuff to forcefully put the story forward without ever explaining his character. We have still nothing for me to like or dislike about him as an actual person, because he's not a person. He's just there to be this annoying, fanatic guy with no self-actual brain, So yeah, Floch I think is worse because he's even more just like a. Well, he and Gabby also they're both fanatics, right? Yeah, she's less. Yeah, she loves the fanatic him. He's still a fanatic, right? So yeah, so whatever. I hate Floch. I love, I hate Floch and I love Jean. Let's read the chapter. But again, I really hope that they kill Floch, right? I said it last month. I said it again here. I hate in horror movies when you have some really despicable horror character, right? Not necessarily the bad guy, usually the bad guy, but like a monster, but some kind of despicable douchebag, right? And he survives. Usually it's a man, sometimes a woman, usually a man, right? And they survive. That's frustrating. I want them to get killed in this horror movie if they're really bad people, right? I want them to get killed. So they're frustrating. But anyway, let's not reading it, but hope to God to kill Floch. Kill that bastard. Okay, so the first sentence is like, Floch. To think that Floch would be reached here so swiftly. So immediately it's like, Floch! So goddamn it, please kill Floch. Okay, anyway, we are finished if the Jaegerists destroy our airships. Yeah, so they have to go and kill Floch, right? Yes. It might be even better than last month than if they kill Floch. Have I mentioned I hate Floch? I really hate Floch. No, but seriously, and this is not me acting, right? Like, I'm just saying what I really feel. I really hate Floch. I think he's my most hated character, more than Gabby now, right? And I start liking Gabby more and more, I guess. Yeah, so like, Floch is really up there, right? And I'm like, please kill him. So, please kill him. Why aren't they destroying them? Maybe they want to use airships. You might want to use them against Aaron's one. And Annie's like, no, technology! 100 of years without this technology, please don't destroy it. Yeah, you know how she is. She loves the science stuff. If they want to inhabit the continent, then the airship become. That's true though, they can fly to the places the Aaron destroys. That's true. If they knew we were here, they'd pull us immediately, yeah. So traitor chapter is called. So maybe Mikasa, someone is a traitor? I don't know. I mean, they're all traitors, right? But maybe one in the group is a traitor, right? Better not be Jean, but I don't think Jean. No, how can it be Annie? Annie's like cute and good. No, but I mean, Annie is like, wake up, right? If Annie was a traitor, it's probably Mikasa still following Aaron, or potentially Armin that sees some kind of like true solution to the problems. Yeah, very hard to see him being the traitor refers to of this character, she's probably not like at least Annie, because she's like just woke up, right? How she betray anyone? what would she know? Yeah, what would she know? Anyway, we're ending with the power of 9 titans. Difficult. Then we see them preparing their gears. They're gonna go and kill Floch, right? I'm probably gonna be like a broken record, but yeah, come on, they're prepared to them. If we start stumbling, no, thought they wouldn't be. Yeah, what's wrong? Stop down. What? Maybe bad translation. Stop down. Well, I guess it means like, you know, go down, because yeah, stand, yeah, stop, yeah, stop. It should be like a dot or whatever, yeah, whatever. Weird to say so. There's the Falco and Gabby climbing on the other side. Yeah, I killed them all together, all at once. And I see Levi still being. Yeah. Lend me power. I will use it. Yeah, Annie's like, I want to kill them all. Why? I love that Annie is just, you know, Annie's being bad. Annie, you know, I miss Annie because this is a true Annie, right? And it's like, I will murder everyone. And then Connie's like, no, wait. Like, why? And I love her eyes. It looks so. She's like, no, I don't want to wait. You know, because it's like, I'm finally out. Let me kill someone. I've been a freaking in prison for, you know, for so many years. Let me please go outside and kill something. Yeah, but we can't kill this poor, you know, Asamabito, the Japanese. Yeah, we can't kill the poor Japanese people, right? Asumabito, they're basically, you know, Japanese. Yeah. Exactly. And Annie's like, but they're enemies. Annie's like, you want to kill everyone. Your ancestors are our enemies, attacked our hometown. Well, yeah, we should kill them. And then Pig is like, no, Annie, we might Leslie be allies with them. Annie gives that like, I just want to kill everything. Yeah, come on. Exactly what he said. If I could somehow find a way to, he could fly. I think he's a pilot. Yeah, okay, of course. The airships are built so that their wings are bent, which then them, yeah, so they can fly on the seas. That makes sense. According to how this should work, they need to be brought into the hangar, convention together with flying training. Yeah. It depends on the Asobito, yeah. Yeah, we need to protect the airships, and this I have to say, I love it because it really feels like a video game now. You know, I love video games. No, but like it feels like a video game now. The typical, like, you know, a StarCraft game or like a Warcraft, right? Think RTS game where it's like, we have to protect these docks, and the Zergs are coming. There's a lot of Zergs coming. You have to hold the line. 30 minutes fight, right? This is massively armies coming of like Titans, whatever. Yeah, and we have to protect these lines so our, you know, repair people, our mechs can finish this airship, and then we can all leave. Right? We have to like fight on the, you know, hold your ground. Definitely, it's gonna be a hold your ground moment here. They're gonna have to like keep fighting the Yeagerists or Titans or whatever. Hopefully, this gonna happen, like a Zerg rush, right? Yeah, I hope so. But it feels like it's gonna be like, you know, we have to stand and protect these locations now for X number of time, right? Annie is more realistic and saying that let's just kill them all, right? Will you tell me just how will you earn this time? Yeah, hold the line while avoiding harming enemy that will attack us and protecting. Tell me, Armin, you're dreaming. Yeah, let's have the time you said of me. Tell me your plan. And then Connie is still emotional. Yeah, say people, and Connie wants to save everyone, yeah. Why do I have to mass murder everyone? Can we be friends? He's trying to friendship with people, yeah. Oh, no, Red is like, you don't have to kill people. I can kill them for you, maybe. Red is like, I can be the murderer. I can be like Aaron and take on the guilt, maybe, what he's taking here. It feels like he's, I can kill them all if you want to, yeah. I feel like he's doing that. That's what I would say when it comes here to Reiner. I'm thinking about it. Like, he's taking on the guilt, the feeling, right? The emotion. It's like, whatever, you don't want to kill people, I can kill them, right? And you people, can you stay away and I will murder everyone. That kind of feels like he's doing that stuff. And he's doing the flashback to Aaron. It's like, is that what Aaron meant? That we are the same, we are willing to, like, you know, take the guilt trip, sacrifice our... come on, Spider-Man! Everyone gets one in my back. Yeah, Spider-Man. That kind of trip, right? Maybe, I think so. But I don't know if they're gonna go with this thing, because they don't want to kill people anyway. This is so. I mean, the thing is that yes, if he kills everyone or him and Annie, whatever, they all stick together. They can do the mission, but their point is they don't want the guilt, right? Jean and Connie and so on doesn't just want the guilt. They also want, of course, not kill everyone. Because they're innocent. So it's a little more layered dimension than just being like they don't personally want to kill someone. But the Jaegerists, though, I really hope they kill, like Floch. Connie's like, so you just want to, and Yi is trying to come to a solution than having a title fight. Yeah, here we go. Handy's like, let's kill the Jaegerists, the freaking bastard. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the Jaegerists kill my friends more. Because they killed, the commanders or they killed Pixels on hand. There's no time left for humanity anymore. I saw the Titan advancing while leaving behind a huge amount of steam. Yeah, so the Titans have left the island now. They're getting outside into the water, right? They're getting closer to, I guess, the mainland, which is probably Europe, right? Because the fight need to be at, the paradise need to be Britannia, right? So yeah, so they're probably coming off like France, Normandy, and Germany, and so on. Yeah, eventually. The mall seems to be very German, right? Obviously, but if this takes place in England, obviously the closest country, except Ireland, would be of course French in Normandy or Calais, I guess is the closest thing, which also is in French. I know, but like Normandy, Calais and Normandy is not the same place, right? No, I mean next to each other, but Calais is the edge of the north. Sorry, but I love geography, and I have family living there, so yeah. But anyway, if I have to guess based on the speed, they probably have annihilated every city. Wait, they're there? Really? They're going really fast though, whoa. They probably have annihilated every city in the northeast part of Marley. Which, again, makes sense. Again, from your standpoint, if Marley is like Europe, right? They are like France, Germany, and so on, because they conquered like France, they conquered that country, right? They conquered Belgium and so on. It makes sense that northeast, in French at least, that's Calais. So that would be the closest place from England if you walk over. But it wouldn't really be northeast as in the whole continent. Depending on how big Marley is, but it feels like Marley is basically Europe, right? Or more or less the European, continent, except like, again, England, right? That feels how that's the size of Marley. So northeast should actually be basically about in Scandinavia. So it's kind of weird, but I guess like if you talk about like the closest country in our geography, current geography, then that would be northeast part. So. But anyway, that feels really fast. It feels really fast to me. Like they're moving quite quickly. The English Channel, again, I'm visualizing, like Europe, right? The English Channel isn't that far though. It's quite slow. So I mean, but the fact that we're moving slow, right? The fact that we're moving really slow. So even if it's short between the English Channel, it takes a while to get to the side. But whatever. Okay, and then he attacks Yelena. I want him to kill already. And then he like strangles Yelena or something. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's that bitch too, yeah. I'm glad. I might tell you, Yelena's doing her crazy enough. I don't know, there's no time for torture. He's like, maybe it is. Because we all hate her. Maybe we should do it because she's yeah, let's brace the ball because it's fun. We were wrong. Nice, he's going the whole line. He's a Marley, he's like, I understand now. You people are nice. Very interesting. Talking about justice impudently, and now we come to this point. I still kind of try to prove me wrong, yeah. I was stabbed, to realize I am speaking about Marley, yeah. You are not at fault. It's wrong to accuse you of your ancestors' sins. Nice. He's going to make a whole speech now about, the prejudgment, racism, and so on, right? Because of people of their previous ancestors, but the grandfather and so on. Yeah, that's wrong to call the sins of the father, right? He's doing that. That's wrong. Yeah. You too. There's no reason why you should, shoulder the hatred of the world. Yeah, Aaron is like mass killing everything. We have to look forward, not backward. And now Armin is like, let's kill them. We have to do it our own hands too. Hopefully killing the Jaegerists. I'm just gonna keep saying it. I want Floch to die. I'm in the mode of some death of Floch, right? And I said it last month, and I was predicting that this chapter will be the chapter where he dies. So, but the chapter is called Traitor, though. If it's still like someone's gonna betray them from the new friendship circle here, maybe, but maybe one of the Jaegerists will betray Floch, right? Or one of the other Jaegerists. I mean, generally betraying them. Could be. Maybe the Asumabito will betray them. Or whatever. There cannot exist a more dramatic day. It's the D-Day, basically. It actually is the D-Day because they're moving over and like attacking French troops. So it's basically D-Day. Like at the same place, right? D-Day is at Normandy, so yeah, it's like they're basically walking straight into D-Day. But anyway, the nation of Isuru, Japan, is no exception, of course. Your country will disappear without a trace, and we will be reborn into a complete new land. And yeah, he's talking to this, Asubito. Yeah, but we have your best engineers here, you can beat some stuff for us. And I guess they've killed some, and of course the crazy Floch has murdered a few of the Asubito here. They've murdered a few of those people, right? Of course. Yeah, do what we say or we kill you. Yeah, why are you so joyful for? She's like, but after this, the world is just gonna be smaller. We're gonna just destroy the planet and we have less land to live on. Yeah, we do not need Hisuru technology. If we deny our hunger for such needless luxuries as flying boats and seamanship, we can pluck away the seeds of unease. Kind of weird. For him, I guess, just like, he's just like, we are the best race. Yeah, he's all like, supremacy, what he cares about, but he's crazy. It's pretty stupid, but he's crazy though. Oh, nice. Is Gino someone gonna like just challenge him? We are the Asmivitos. So I guess Connie and Armin are like provoking him. What are we making fuss about? Well, maybe they are traitors in his perspective then. We were chasing the car titan, so best girl. They are the armor titan. They swam away to the ocean. We need a flying boat. We need an airplane. Yeah, hurry up and let us get ready to go with it. They run to the south. Yeah, they killed Jean. Okay, so Jean is dead now apparently. Of course, lying, but yeah, I like it. It has to be the Floch death here. Armin, the flying boss over there. Bring the mechanics. Stop Connie, stop Armin. That's Samuel, yeah. Are those bombs? I love this guy immediately is like, well, the truth is, Armin, Connie. You guys teamed up with the Morleys, and you were gonna use this flying boss to stop the rumbling. So we put the bombs on them. I like how this guy immediately knows that they have already betrayed them. I don't know how they feel that so easily, but it's good that the Jaegerists aren't that stupid. They're like, well, obviously you're a traitor. Yeah, it's like, I love it. I really love it. He immediately is like, Armin, I know you're a traitor. You always do this shit. You clearly have changed side to the Morleys. So no. We're like, no, Marley, no. Immediately he's like, no. No, we haven't betrayed you. Yeah, right. If we stop here and we will listen. Even though we're about to be safe, there is no way to expose the island. Yeah, isn't that obvious? And then this guy is like, I love this guy. He's like, well, how glad you didn't betray me, but. It's gonna use some, like an exploded, right? I love this guy completely ignores them. He's like, yeah, sure you didn't betray me. You didn't betray me, bam. Just to make sure you don't betray me. I love it. They're completely not falling for this classic Armin strategy, or except if Armin, especially this maybe Armin was like, they probably know that we know, so if we know that they know that we know, maybe Armin is one step ahead, right? But still, I love it. It's like, you clearly traitors. Blow it up, and you're gonna explode. What? Nothing happens though. I removed detonator. Who did that? What? Who removed detonator? What? Who said that? Next, if you can get Floch to hand over the... How will you get everyone the complete airship? But who removed that then? Did Armin do it? What? I'm a little... It's kind of weird. He's trying to explode it, nothing happens. I have to admit, I'm a little confused here, because there's a space bubble that is coming from, like, the side, right? And Armin and Connie both look shocked, but they might be faking it. And it says, I removed, isn't it? Question mark. Who's saying that? And then like, Armin expected it to happen. So I don't know who did it. Did Armin do it? Hopefully it's been better, because I'm like, who removed it before? But I love it. Anyway, I really love these two guys, Samuel and Daz. They were like, just blow it up. they are not falling for this bullshit Armin strategy. They're like, get away, Armin. Bam. It's pretty shit. Yeah, don't trust him. He's like, yeah, if you're gonna chase them, wouldn't the train be better? They're clearly lying to us. Even the horse is better. Okay, she's gonna save this random guy he's aiming at. She might die now then, fighting Floch here. Maybe she... Yeah, so misses... Or actually maybe not, because she's badass! Maybe they don't think she's badass! It's like, oh, I'm a breathing arm! I love, maybe they shoot her though, but still, she's pretty badass, yeah. Mrs. Kiyomi, she's like breaking his arm, I love it. She's, yeah, getting some... No, classic like judo moves in it basically. Yeah, classic like standing judo hold, more or less. Maybe it's but whatever. She's doing a classic like martial art badassery move and owning Floch. That's, but she might still die though, because the other guys are coming behind her driving guns. So Miss Kyojin might die here. Shit, kill her! I will not die with that. Fight! Then Mikasa gets jumps in there. There's like another badass lady appears. Yeah, double badassery, and of course, you know, because it's basically a Japanese princess, right? So, yeah, it's time for the Japanese queen princess to kick some ass. I love it. Here we go. Yeah, Mikasa flies in, kicks the guy in the face, while she's like breaking the arm of Floch. And then the guy flies like a freaking, I don't know, he just flies like a little, like a ragdoll. He flies and dies probably. And then Mikasa like, I don't know, she like smacks him with a gun. That's kind of weird actually. She kind of takes the gun and it's like, you know, she takes the gun and like presses him against his face. I don't know. That's kind of a weird move. I think, no, his gun. I'm sorry, it was his gun. Still, it's really weird. Like she kind of, I guess he has the gun. She pushes the gun like that, and then the gun like imprints into his face. The gun gets stuck into his face. So obviously, the Aquaman Mikasa has like, you know, insane human strength because she's pushing the gun into his face, right? Instead of like shooting him, she's pushing the gun into his face, which is kind of. It's a kind of weird move, but yeah, it works I guess because she's badass. Miss Kiyomi, and then Floch does something. Oh yeah, he uses the the grip hook to escape. Not dead yet, that bastard. Yeah, enemy attack, Mikasa Armin, it has to be Floch that. Yeah, Connie. I feel that Armin and Connie, well, Armin has powers though, so he's probably fine. But I feel Connie has a bad situation. They're standing at the bridge. At the boats, right? Not good place to escape at when you're kind of locked at a dock, right? So, Connie might die here. Armin should be fine if he just transform and beat him up, though. Yeah, run to the basement. They're gonna launch at the. Yeah, they're gonna snipe us. We have to annihilate the Yeagerists. Should done from the beginning. Should have killed all the Yeagerists from the start. Oh, nice. Yeah, and then we see them shot down. So I guess it's like three perfect shots there from Yin and Hanger. So yeah, they all snapping together. If you want to live, come with us. That's a classic line from Hamster. Yeah, wanna survive? Follow me. But I guess Daz is. Well, I don't know. I feel shooting Armin, but Armin can survive this. I don't know. I keep loving that Daz is like, I'm just gonna blow this shit up. He's not falling for the Armin, you know, friendship bullshit. I love that. But the other guy then shoots Armin. But again, it's Armin, right? So it looks, I'm not that, I mean, I'm shocked a bit, but I am sure Armin can transform being shot 2 times, 3 times. It doesn't feel like it's gonna kill him at all, given his powers. So if Connie was shot this page, then I'd be like, holy shit, Connie's dead now. But Armin is probably fine. He's like, oh yeah, damn, I go Titanfall. So I don't really see how that's gonna kill him at all. Yeah, he's falling down here, being shot, but yeah, again, did hit his neck, did hit the brain, hit like his jaw, hit like his chest. That should be fine for him. Connie though, he should be dying. So I feel a little you know, again, it definitely like definitely a fake death scene, right? If Connie was hit instead with the same bullet here, I'll be like, okay, Connie's dead. But now it's like, it's why didn't Connie take any damage? Well, because Armin can't die anyway. So yeah, he's probably very fine. Yeah, Samuel does hurry up, blow up the ship. His teeth are falling out. Eat meat with us. Yeah, back to the old Sasha and meat and so on. But why? I mean, if it's silly, that I would hope that these guys will understand that the Yeagerists are crazy. Like aren't they also equal traitors, because they're, depending on your perspective, right? Yeah, we're safe down here. Bring more explosive. No. I think they're fine because the Titan's gonna kill his... Because the Titan's kicking his ass, right? Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking that too. Is like, the basement's a great place to be at, because especially if Armin transforms, and he's like a living nuke, right? If Armin transforms, the basement is great to be in, because he can kill everyone, you know, above ground, right? You're fine up there. And then we see, of course, behind Floch, you see both Annie and Reiner getting a kill his bastard, right? Finally, come on, finally kill him. And they transform behind him. Hopefully he dies, right? And then we see peek up at the mountain. Yeah, you can't take away violence. It's that right level. And then we see Annie and Reiner fighting together again, kicking some ass. Yeah, hopefully Floch is dead. Smacking some Jaegerists. This is like the best chapter ever, almost. Because we finally see the damn Jaegerists getting owned. And then Connie is, wrestling about the gun. That guy is, I guess, trying to fix the bomb thing, yeah. Samuel... and of course Armin keeps fighting, but Armin is clearly fine. But now he's, well, fine, but you know what I mean. And now he's aiming at his head though, up here. So he might be killed by that. The only problem he can't transform, because if we kill Connie, that's the only problem for him. And also he also kill his friends, his ex-friends, but still. If he transforms, I guess Connie would likely die. That's like the biggest issue, I feel. Whoa, and Connie shoots him! Connie smacks him, yeah. Connie kills Connie headshots first instead. In that situation though, in real life, he might have still shot, you know, like he probably, the gun, whatever, yeah, he don't want, but yeah. So Connie shoots him, so they are traitors. I guess they're traitors in there, and there's an anguish nightmare. And then he also kills the next guy too, yeah. Connie, bam, bam. Connie kills that guy, kills the next guy. They were idiots to be in the Jaegerists. Floch is still alive though. Floch is still alive. Gun the bastard. He's still alive. I hate it so much. But given how it ended with Reiner and Anne kicking his ass in the background, smacking his guys, right? Yeah, smacking the Jaegerists behind him. And he's still alive in the mid-area, but they're like kicking his ass with his people around him and so on. So I suppose he will die next chapter then. So I said it last month. I was like, I'm sure that next month they're gonna actually go out and finally, you know, attack and injure and kill the Jaegerists, right? And hopefully Floch will die then. But okay, so they haven't killed them yet, or killed half of them. He's likely to die in next chapter then. And then the other people, I mean, Samuel and Daz, they're dead now. So yeah, they died. But yeah, great chapter. Obviously, I mean, I'm like a broken record, but I do stand by that I really hate Floch, right? I know also comments are gonna be like, stop talking about Floch time. You know, I really hate Floch, and I think this thing though, one reason why I do hate Floch though, and I think, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of this reaction review and so on, is that I do think he is not that good at written character. Similar with Gabby, right? You know that I hate Gabby mainly, and I guess again, I don't hate Gabby as much anymore, but you know, the reason why I initially really disliked Gabby, right, and I know people in the anime community, they're gonna hate Gabby too, of course, she's such a massive character, right? She's perfect at everything, but has no common sense, but still is the best at everything else. It's just such a stupid character, it's ridiculous. And she can do anything perfectly in the first attempt, and it's just so annoying, you know. It's kind of like that, right? But also, she's just a fanatic character, right? And I don't like characters that are blind fanatics. I think that's boring when someone has no gray zone, which is like completely, you know, one-sided personality trait and so on. And obviously Floch is the exact same, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, Floch is the exact same, right? He's super annoying, fanatical. He's like, yeah, you're Japanese, you're gonna, yeah, I mean, Austin beat the best, yeah, I'm gonna shoot your head because you're not the same race, I'm the best race, you know. He's like, so he's just a crazy, you know, supremacist, right? He's a crazy supremacist, and he's super annoying because I think a problem with Floch really is, and I start by saying this again, right? Because I think this has been I do think this is one of the flaws of this arc. Gabby at least has a huge amount of storytelling, explaining her reasoning, her backstory, her family with Reiner, and at least Gabby is very understandable. You can understand her, but she's like unrealistic, but you can understand her. And I mean unrealistic as her personality behavior is kind of unrealistic because she's both perfect but also stupid. It doesn't make sense, but whatever. But Floch is like, you don't really get him. He's just like a pure, evil guy in Germany, World War II, right? Yeah, he's just like a pure hatred guy. He has no backstory yet. He has no motivation on why he hates him so much. In general, of course, the Mars are evil. I mean, it was just in general, we are at war, these people are bad, But for example, why does he hate the Japanese people, right? Asu Mobitos, which are used to, only for Japanese here. Why does he hate the Japanese people? Doesn't make any sense. Because they're helping his people, right? And he's like, yeah, you bitch, I'm gonna kill you, Like, it's kind of like that. It's like, he's just like crazy supremacist. Yeah, that hatred there doesn't make any sense, really. Except that if you look at it from this is, again, a purely absurdly into his own race, right, so to speak. Right? Yeah, that's the only reason that makes any sense. But he shouldn't hate her. And he does hate her, right? It's more about that he looks down on every other one, of course, different races, obviously. But still, though, right? And that's kind of annoying if you don't have any backstory of him. And how did he get so incredibly hateful, right, and so on? How did he become so fanatic? It's just and the other guys are like following him too. They're not really, they're just kind of following the Yeagerists, the Aaron thing. Even if many of them, like the Samuel and Daz here, should be like maybe doing it wrong. We know these guys, and so on. I loved it. They are like, Armin, you always do this stupid, innocent betrayal shit. So, no, I love that he's like, I'm gonna freaking not trust you because you're clearly a liar. And I love that. That was great though. That they're like, we know you too well, and you always do this betrayal shit. So screw you, Armin. That was fantastic. I love that. I really love that. In the same way I love it though. But you know what I mean, right? If they have the problem with that is that if they also have that understanding of, well, Armin is gonna like me because I have this, I can read this, his personality traits and all that. If they know that, they are also should be clearly intelligent enough to not trust Floch as well, right? And also, see what I mean? If you are incredibly fanatic and you're very, very stupid, it's easier to be offended because you're stupid and intelligent, so you're like, oh, yeah, whatever, yeah. The stupider people are easier to manipulate, right, yeah, and so on. But these guys, I mean, I guess they're not stupid because they could see through Armin and Connie's lies. But they can't see through the other guy's lies. See what I mean? That's kind of stupid to me, from my real perspective, because then I feel that these guys should either should be aware of everyone's lying to them, or that no one is. You can't just be like selectively believing people's truth, unless they're lying to themselves, of course. Maybe they're doing that, but it's not really explored here. But that's fine. I think that's a nitpicky thing because there's just minor characters. But with Floch being such a massive, douchebaggy character, which was a big, screen time, so many pages on him is spent, and he still not explained as a character. I really think he should have like a backstory. If Floch had I'm not saying like a full chapter, but if Floch had like maybe 10 pages backstory at least a few months ago, something like that, maybe a year ago, I think it would be a little more meaningful if we had a little more of him. Now he's just that super annoying douchebaggy, bad guy that everyone just hates. He's there to be an annoying, hateful prick, right? And he's a one-dimensional douchebag. And as I mentioned, I think one reason why I really hate him so much is because he's so damn one-dimensional. Like I mean, you could also say it's a great writing because it's like, well, you really hate him. But I don't really agree because I don't say it's the worst, don't get me wrong, I don't say it's the worst writing ever. I just feel it's like an easy way to write a bad guy. You just make him despicable and one-dimensional, and you kind of hate him both from what he's doing, but also from kind of writing himself. But there are characters that that you really hate, but they can also be very well written, right? So you hate them, and they're like really well. That guy is really evil, and I understand why. But this guy's like, I wish they would really flesh him out a bit instead. I think he's like he's probably like the weakest villain in the whole manga. I think probably like he's the extremely again one-dimensional, right? And he reminds me a bit of One Piece Hody. And a lot of people hate Fisherman Island. I don't want to spoil too much here, but he's the main bad guy there, and people really hate that, right? And but the thing is that I actually kind of like Cody as a bad guy in One Piece. And I want to try to spoil One Piece here, but I feel they're very comparable, honestly, because they have very similar, hatred and it's the race and and so on, prejudgment and so on. But the thing with Hody is that Oda kind of quickly explains that he's like filled with empty hatred. And then gives like the All-In flashback, and he really kind of dwells in the Jinbei, Arlong, and Fish Tiger into that. Why is Hody so much empty hatred? How is Hody so full of this hate against people without actually having experienced bad stuff, and really, generally bad stuff? So that's really well explained. I think it really explains this like racism, hatred from Hody in a very good way. I think it's one of the best Oda's ever done, actually. Not saying Hody is the best bad guy, but it's on that notion that Oda is very successful explaining the empty hatred, right? Yeah. And Floch is full of his empty hatred. We have nothing about him really. He just hates everything except his own people, right? And it's just really fleshed out for him. It just feels like it's just like a very cheap way to create that. So I think, if you get a little, like I mentioned, like a little backstory, a little more on that notion, I think that would give so much more depth to him pretty easily. Maybe when he dies, maybe like next chapter he's probably gonna kill. I would assume he's gonna get killed next chapter. Very likely, I think. Now we're seeing Annie and Reiner basically getting behind him, right? Basically like punching him in the face, basically, right? Or more or less almost there, slapping him like a fly, right? So I guess next chapter he very likely dies. So maybe next chapter we do get a little backstory of Floch, a little bit fleshing him out, a little more explaining why he's so crazy, why he's so fanatic, why he hates everyone so much, even if they're all his enemies, like the Japanese, they actually are his allies, and he still kills them. He killed them all, right? So I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be, hopefully, I hope so. And I really mean, even if you say, but why do you want more Floch then? Because I kind of like it for the right reason, yeah. Even if I don't like the character, I kind of want to like the character, right? So yes, and I mean like to hate him, right? You can like, hate character, right? And I feel I'm kind of like, with that. But anyway, that's the Floch thing. Generally in the chapter, but I think the chapter is generally about it, right? Getting the Yeagerists finally killing the Yeagerists. And in the end, when they transform, that was really badass, and of course they're smacking them around. Love that. Finally seeing them, of course, kill some Jaegerists. That has been a very long overdone, and I think that should have been done earlier. I think it's a little bit almost dragged out, and I like the ending there when Yelena is like, there he is, killed them. Violence can't escape people, just kill them all. Yeah, she's like, fine, that was happen. And I like that. She's like, well, you guys still gonna be peaceful? Okay, finally they're killing them. Like what they could have done like an hour ago. Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, finally starting the mayhem. It's like, I think that's. I agree with her a lot, right? I feel that they could have done it faster. If it's a little stupid for the main characters, but this is not the same thing. I mean, it's like a bad writing. It's a good writing, but it's more. This is in line with the characters. Then instead of just going in there and killing them, which would be way better. I mean, for their side, right? To kill them fast and quickly, and in that sense securing the place better and also being safer for themselves and so on. Instead, Armin and Connie, they're trying to negotiate or they're trying to meditate between them and so on. And obviously Annie, Reiner, Yelena, everyone is like, let's just kill them instead. Let's just go in there and murder them all. Because they are gonna fight us eventually. They're like, oh no, let's try to be peaceful. Or not, let's just kill them all. And they're like, no, let's be peaceful. Let's just kill them, So so I like that. I love that because obviously they are the naive, innocent main characters, right? Even if they've been in so many wars now, they are still nice and innocent for some reason, right? Let's try to be friends with them. And in the end, of course, that didn't work. And then Yelena sits there and be like, I told you they would kill them all in the end. So she's like, yeah. Finally it's happening, it's like reasonable. So that makes sense to me, the Marley side, they're like, well, let's kill them, yeah, and I guess the Lena crazy side is like, well, let's kill them, right? And then of course again we have the nice Eldians, the naive Eldians, they're like, but friendship and love and romance and nakama, and yeah, they're trying to do that stuff, right, and it doesn't work. So I think that's a good chapter, but at the same time it does feel a little bit like, can they, maybe we should listen to the bad guys, right? Maybe they're right, But this isn't like this isn't a nice story. The people are getting killed all the time in this manga, right? So it's a war. Yeah, it's not one of those now, family-friendly Disney shows. It's like, oh, everyone's gonna be fine in the end. No, people are gonna kill a lot. So, but Mikasa just entered and saved, kind of like, I don't know, her. I don't know the relationship is, but she's kind of like her new mama. Yeah, but that was definitely the coolest scene though. I mean, she's like owning Floch with the grab there, right, with the lock over his arm. Do a typical like judo move, and then Mikasa enters like Miss Kiyomi, kicks the guy in the face, and like yeah, and they're like martial art, yeah, and they're like we're gonna use our like super Ackerman, our like Japanese martial art physique and beat them up, right? Yeah, just kicking their ass and just breaking his arm and so on. I was like that was really badass. That's gonna be cool in the anime. With anime gets next to that's gonna be really cool. Seeing that the martial art part. But anyways, that's chapter guys. Press the like button, press the subscribe button. See you guys tomorrow with Black Clover, which I hope is gonna have a new opening, and I really love opening reactions. Right, it's my favorite thing when we do opening reactions. I think it's gonna be an opening tomorrow, and we're especially with, of course, Black Clover. That's the best opening. So that is I'm very excited about. It might be next week though. Maybe I think it's gonna be tomorrow. I hope it's gonna be tomorrow. And I'm very hyped about that, right? Even though Vika Black last bit is so good. But yeah, new opening of Black Clover is going to be badass as always. See you guys tomorrow and have a good